Two countries, one is sitting on $24 trillion of treasure buried in the ground. The other has almost nothing. Now guess which one is over 100 times richer. If you guess the one with the treasure, you're wrong. And that single fact is about to break everything you think you know about money. The country with the treasure is the Democratic Republic of Congo. The one with almost nothing is Switzerland, $93,000 of income per person versus 650. This is the oldest and most important question in economics. The one Adam Smith built the entire field around in 1776. Why are some nations rich and others trapped in poverty? And the same answer that explains it also decides where the smartest money on earth gets invested today. We're going to destroy the three myths everyone believes, reveal the one variable that actually predicts national wealth, the discovery that just won the 2024 Nobel Prize, and show you how to use it as an investing lens. Stick around because the answer is not what 90% of people think. Welcome to the mainnet codex. Myth 1. Rich countries are the ones with resources. The data shows the opposite. Economists literally call it the resource curse. Venezuela holds the largest oil reserves on earth, bigger than Saudi Arabia's, and its economy collapsed over 70% in under a decade. Nigeria has pumped oil for 60 years and stayed poor. The treasure didn't save them, it buried them. Why does treasure backfire? It's called Dutch disease. When a flood of money pours in for one commodity, it inflates the currency and makes every other industry, factories, farms, tech, too expensive to compete. They die off. The country becomes a one-trick economy, hooked on a single resource it can't control, and that easy money becomes a prize worth corrupting and even killing for. Resources don't build economies, they often poison them. Myth 2, it's climate and geography. Hot nations stay poor. Then explain Singapore, 1 degree off the equator, tropical heat, no farmland, no resources, it imports its own drinking water, and it's now richer per person than the United States. Hot, resourceless, and wealthier than its former colonizer. Geography sets the starting conditions, it does not set the outcome. Myth 3, the most stubborn. It's culture, some people just work harder. So run the experiment, take one culture and split it in two. Germany after World War II. Same people, same language, same history, divided by a wall. 40 years later, the West was nearly 3 times richer than the East. Same DNA, same work ethic, opposite results. When you hold the people constant and only change the system, wealth flips completely. The deepest origin comes from Jared Diamond's Pulitzer-winning Guns, Germs, and Steel. His finding, the head start some civilizations got, had nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with the luck of the map. Some regions simply had better plants and animals to domesticate, and that changed everything that followed. Here's the genius insight. Eurasia is shaped horizontally, east to west. The Americas and Africa run vertically north to south. Lands on the same latitude share the same climate. So a crop from the Middle East could spread thousands of miles across Europe and Asia and still grow. But a crop from Mexico couldn't survive the jump to Peru's different climate. Eurasia's shape spread farming and technology like wildfire. The other continents were geographically locked. That farming head start snowballed. Food surplus freed people to become soldiers, inventors, and rulers. It built cities, writing, and immunity to disease. So when Europeans later met other civilizations, they showed up with steel weapons, organized states, and germs. What looked like superiority was really a 10,000-year geographic head start. But here's where almost everyone misuses Diamond. Geography explains who was ahead in the year 1000. It cannot explain today. If geography were destiny, resourceless Singapore would be poor, and North and South Korea, same land, same people, would be identical. Instead, one is 20 times richer. The ancient head start has been overtaken again and again in just 70 years. The answer is institutions, the rules of the game. Douglas North won the 1993 Nobel for defining them, the laws, property rights, and contracts that decide whether building something is safe or pointless. Then in 2024, Darren Acemoglu and James Robinson won the Nobel for proving how it works, splitting every economy into two types, inclusive and extractive. Inclusive institutions protect property and reward anyone who creates value. Build a business, you keep what you earn. Extractive institutions are engineered by a small elite to funnel a nation's wealth upward to themselves. In the first system, the smart move is to build. In the second, the smart move is to steal or flee. Multiply that choice across millions of people for 50 years and you get the gap between a rich nation and a poor one. There's a deeper mechanism here, and it's the secret engine of wealth, creative destruction, named by economist Joseph Schumpeter. Progress means the new constantly killing the old. Cars killed carriages, smartphones killed cameras. Inclusive societies allow it, even when it threatens the powerful. Extractive elites do the opposite. They ban the new to protect what they already own. A society that fears change freezes in time. One that embraces it compounds forward. That's the difference between a museum and a superpower nation. The cleanest proof on Earth, the Korean Peninsula. One people, one language, one 5,000-year history split by a single line in 1953. The South built inclusive institutions and became a top 15 economy that gave us Samsung and Hyundai. The North stayed extractive and can't feed its own people. The proof is a single satellite photo at night. The South ablaze with light, the North a black void. Same peninsula, same people. The only thing that changed was the rules. At the national level, the data seals it. Two African nations independent around the same time, both rich in diamonds. Botswana built inclusive institutions, protected property, reinvested its diamond money, and grew faster than almost any economy on Earth for 30 years. Sierra Leone let extractive elites seize the diamonds, fueling corruption and civil war. Same continent, same era, same resource. One chose inclusive rules and rose. The other stayed extractive and collapsed. China, one-party state, limited freedom, yet it lifted 800 million people out of poverty in 40 years, the largest in human history. Does it break the theory? Economist Danny Rodrik says no, it sharpens it. There's no single template. China didn't copy Occidental democracy, but it delivered the one thing that matters. It made building profitable with special economic zones and secure enough property rights. The lesson isn't copy America, it's that the rules must reward creating value over seizing it, and there's more than one road there. There's one more hidden force economists have proven: trust. They call it social capital. In high-trust countries, strangers do business on a handshake and money flows freely. In low-trust countries, every deal needs a lawyer, a bribe, or a bodyguard, and that friction quietly strangles growth. A nation's level of trust is one of the strongest predictors of its wealth. Inclusive institutions build trust. Extractive ones destroy it. And why does the gap get so massive? A nation with good institutions grows maybe 2% faster a year. Sounds tiny, but over 50 years it makes one country 3 times richer. So why don't poor nations just switch? Because the elite that benefits from the bad rules is the same elite with the power to change them, and reform would destroy their wealth. Poverty isn't an accident in these nations. It's a feature protected by the people in charge. It was never an information problem, it's a power problem. This is the exact framework global capital uses every day. When trillions of dollars choose where to flow, they ask one question: are the institutions here inclusive or extractive? Will contracts hold? Will my property be protected or seized by the next regime? That's why a country can look dirt cheap, huge resources, low prices, and still be a deadly trap, because weak institutions mean your value can vanish overnight. Understand institutions and you can tell a real opportunity from a value trap that's cheap for a reason. So here's the bottom line. Resources don't make a nation rich. Congo proves it. Geography doesn't decide it. Singapore proves it. Culture doesn't cause it. Divided Germany proves it. What separates rich from poor is the rules. Institutions that protect the builders or institutions that protect the powerful. Geography drew the starting line. Institutions have won every race since. And that leads to the most powerful idea in all of economics. If poverty came from geography or resources, it would be a permanent sentence written by nature. But it comes from rules, and rules are made by humans, which means they can be unmade. Every rich country was once poor and changed its institutions to escape. No nation is doomed. If this changed how you see the world, the deep dive is Why Nations Fail by Nobel laureate Darren Acemoglu, link in the description. Subscribe to the Mainnet Codex, where we decode the forces moving money and power worldwide. And tell me in the comments which nation rewrites its rules and breaks out next. Until next time, stay sharp.